Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of MCQs for Judiciary Exams. Let's begin with question 1. Which section of the Code of Civil Procedure 1908 codifies the principle of res judicata? Options are A. Section 10, B. Section 12, C. Section 11, and D. Section 14. The correct answer is option C, section 11. Recently, in the Messrs Fame Makers Private Limited versus District Deputy Registrar Cooperative Societies 3, Mumbai and others case, the Supreme Court held that quasi-judicial bodies are bound by res judicata, preventing relitigation of the same issue. Res judicata means a matter adjudged and refers to the legal principle that prevents the same matter from being litigated again once it has been finally decided by a competent court. It is codified in Section 11 of the Code of Civil Procedure 1908, though the principle extends beyond the statutory provision and is not exhaustive. Question 2. Which authority has the power to enforce decrees and orders as per Article 142 of the Constitution of India? A. High Courts, B. President, C. Parliament, D. Supreme Court. The correct answer is option D, Supreme Court. Recently, in the Jomon KK versus Shajimon P and others case, the Supreme Court observed that if the initial appointment is illegal, then the candidate cannot claim equitable relief to secure the post, invoking the special powers under Article 142 of the Constitution. Article 142 of the Constitution provides for enforcement of decrees and orders of Supreme Court and orders as to discovery. Question 3. Which of the following was defined in the M. Veerappa versus Evelyn Sequeira 1988 case? A. Personal injury, B. Criminal defamation, C. Legal liability, and D. Death-related injuries. The correct answer is option A. Personal injury. The Supreme Court in M. Veerappa versus Evelyn Sequeira 1988 clarified that personal injuries should be interpreted iusdem generis with both defamation and assault, not just assault. This interpretation means personal injuries encompass not only physical injuries, but all injuries to a person except those causing death. Question 4. Under Section 4 of the Juvenile Justice Act, juvenile justice boards handle cases related to which group? A. Children in need of care and protection, B. Children in conflict with law, C. Children of convicts, and D. Children under child labor laws. The correct answer is option B. Children in conflict with law. Section 4 of the Juvenile Justice Act 2015 deals with the establishment of Juvenile Justice Board. It states that the state government must establish one or more juvenile justice boards in every district to handle cases of children in conflict with law. These boards operate independently from the regular criminal courts established under the Code of Criminal Procedure 1973. Question 5. Under Order 6, Rule 16 CPC, the court may strike out any pleading on the ground that it is A. Scandalous, B. Unnecessary, C. Vexatious, and D. All of the above. The correct answer is option D. All of the above. Under Order 6, Rule 16 CPC, the court may strike out any pleading on the ground that it is unnecessary, scandalous, frivolous, and vexatious. Please note that this question was asked in Punjab JSC 2019. Now is the time for practice question. The property that a female Hindu inherits from her father or mother is included in which provision of the Hindu Succession Act? Option A, Section 15, subsection 1A, B, Section 15, subsection 2A, C, Section 15, subsection 3B, and D, Section 14. Send us your answers in the comment section. Thanks for watching.